Hi guys, welcome back to RRC and video 1.7.9. Still continuing with the cab. So in this video guys, I'm gonna be putting the stickers on the dashboard. I won't show you all that, but I'll just go through a couple of things and then I'll get all the stickers on and get you back on. So in this section guys, let me just get the manual, I'll show you where we're up to, if you're following the manual or you're interested in seeing the sections that we're on. So it's putting all the stickers on, as I've mentioned. The brackets have got to be glued onto the back of this dash, onto them rails there, and then the steering wheel and all the all the stickers onto that, and then finally the steering column, and then that gets fitted onto the actual dash itself. So we'll be covering that in the next section, which is page 35, section 74. It is the fenders. These have got to be painted and then glued to the body. So we'll see if I can get that done in this video. In the 75 section is the seats. Now you can see here that there's parts greyed out, which I've mentioned before, indicate they need to be painted. Go back to the dash section. Tamiya, suggests that you paint this bit here in this FH16. I did do a little bit of airbrushing on the seats there. I didn't have an exact colour. It wasn't a fantastic job. Airbrushing is an art that's got to be well learned, I think so. But effective, I just did that just for a bit of fun, really, bit of practice. So they're the seats which will be going in. So we'll concentrate on getting them sections done. So I already have cut round the dash sticker here. Now I know in with stickers I've said dip them in soapy water, but on these smaller ones, and when there's a sort of like a shape they've got to go into, they're usually not too bad to get it right. So we'll find out anyway. So I have cut this one out with a modeling knife. I use these fine pointed tweezers. Get these, and then, as I say, self-explanatory. Just fit them into the dash there. That I just use just to press them in, like so. So that's obviously the speedo in there guys, excuse me. So I'm going to get on with cutting these out, and then I'll cut them out, and then as I'm putting them in I'll get you back on. See the detail on that, guys. Hopefully you can. So tiny, that guy's, a little Volvo sticker. Crazy. Okay guys, that's the dash stickers on. Didn't take that long really, and the steering wheel stickers, so that's done. So the next thing is to glue these dash supports on. Okay, we've got the glue to go off, and then we can mount this onto the dash. Yeah, I'll just give that some time to go off. Okay, that's the the dash in there, so you can see it from there. Okay guys, done a little bit more painting on this now. So these bottom fenders, as we spoke about yesterday, were painted, obviously now dry. You see this like bit of white on there. I've scraped that. Now I could have masked that off, but the problem with masking it off, I may have come across this line here. You can see that, guys. So the little ledge there, or lip, if I'd masked it off, then there was always a chance that the masking tape would have, you know, come across that area, and then it would have, that being on show, it would have looked a bit horrible. So I painted it, and now I've just scraped it so that the glue has something to bite into and not just the paint. So that should be fine. Done that on both. So the only little bit of painting which was done with a brush is inside this front piece here that sort of holds this, goes in between this grill piece here. It doesn't really hold it on because there's 4 tiny screws that hold that on, but that goes in there. So yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna get this grill on first, then I'll glue these sides on, and then we'll have to wait for that to dry. Okay, let's get on with it. Now this has the tiniest of screws, guys, I mean tiny. And you probably may not even be able to see them. As you can see, they're pretty fiddly. Go in here. So this screwdriver for these tiny screws is ideal. See, I've got to put forward a bit. Clamps are not long enough to really get a good bite on that. I'm putting it on quite sparingly, simply because I don't want it squelching all over the panel. I mean, sometimes that's just unavoidable, but thing with this is it does come off. Okay guys, I have to let that go off before we can go on anymore. But we can, that's with the cab, we can actually get the seats mounted onto the truck, so I'll get you back on. Okay guys, while I'm waiting for the the fenders to go off on the cab, I'm just going to put these seats on. So these are just glued on. Okay guys, just gotta wait for the seats to go off now before we can move any further, so we'll see how the cab's getting on. Okay guys, I've done a bit more on this cab now, so they're glued on the side, the fenders as they call them, so they're glued on. I've also put the Volvo emblem on there, little label. These little grab handles are glued on, but only just glued them on, and so the wipers have only just been glued on, so I don't want to lift the cab up guys because they're still moving. But as far as the cab section goes, we are now up to section 76, which you can just see here. Now there's a little bit more to do. Is just a mounting plate for the cab. Now I can't put this cab on the chassis just yet, because before you get to this stage, and I don't know why, unless I'm missing something, why Tamiya have suggested you do that, because the MFC is inside. The wiring for all the trailer, the rear of the trailer, is not in yet, so I've got to get all that wiring in before the cab goes on, which is a shame. So the cab in effect is finished. There's no more to actually go on this cab. I've got to do a few more cosmetic things, such as I need to loom these wires from the lights. I need to insert a black background inside the cab so that you don't see any of the wires and the back of the MFC. So that needs to be done. That's something that you've just got to do yourself. There's no instruction for you to do that. They do suggest you tint the windows, but I've tried that in the past, guys, and it turned out miserably. So as for the cab getting mounted on the chassis, as you can see there, I'm not at that stage to do that yet. I'll have to get my wiring in first, but I'm just going to fit the front bracket for the cab to be mounted, and then at the time when I'm ready, then it's already there. I don't have to do it. So I'll get these on, guys, and that'll be it for this video, and then work out where I'm going to need to be now to get the wiring in, and then start putting the rest of the body together. Okay guys, let's get on with it. Okay guys, this is the bracket that will eventually hold the cab. This is a spacer, goes on there, and then go on there. I know it's not a very good view, guys, but best I can do. I will try and get you a better look at it, guys. So bear with me, I'll try and show you a better pic. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we are really making a lot of progress now, especially with the cab being finished. So we're able to move on with more of the body parts towards the back, and getting the wiring, as I've mentioned, from the back and all the lights into the MFC. So yeah, okay, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.